although it's, I don't know. How's the food during Ramadan?
Like, you couldn't tell that, we were kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel there. You couldn't tell.
Right.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. The quality did not drop at all.
Oh no, 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 no. We could have added extra, like uh well anyway, uh the people don't understand, you know, when Allah or the angel asking the prophet, you want to be a servant, messenger, or you want to be a king, like Dawood and Suleiman, they were, yeah. He said, I want to be a servant. And that's the way the people don't know that they judge people by how they are. I wouldn't give no nigga nothing. No nigga ain't this. And they're not technically wrong. I mean, because if you add up, but to help people or to do something is the best for you. I don't know what's wrong with it and how it's happening, but I believe it because it's true. To help people for nothing is hey, people ought to try it. Nobody's going to really try it because it don't add up. But that's why nobody's happy. That's why people are not happy. The best looking, since I started getting that, I said I was not going to veer off, but I just mentioned a couple of things. Since that, what's that, that magazine, People, it's got all the Hollywood people in there, right? And it's, I guess somebody was taking it over there, and I get it. So, long as it comes. And those people are the most unhappiest people in the world. You got to work to be that unhappy. I mean, like constantly, and they get married and remarried, and their kids is crazy, and everything. I said, man, how could y'all be doing that? And you look better than anybody. You all look wonderful. So what's the problem? And those places you're living don't look too bad. So what's the problem? That's the problem. I know it's real because that's the same way I was. The richer I got living like that, the worse life got. So I know that's why I know they can't fool me with, see, the standard Negro never gets lucky enough to get super rich. So he don't believe it. It don't look like, right? It's like people looking in the hell and saying, I ain't going there, but it's all full of them because, you know what I mean? Oh, paradise, what is surrounded by, ain't nobody going there. But then that's the thing, the stuff that we're doing, the fitna from the government, all of the dumb stuff. I believe we're happier than all of the Muslims put together. None of them, and I didn't sign up to be happy, but I'm technically happy. You could see it, you could feel it, that's really, not that I have to stay that way, just to get a little glimpse, you know, boss man can do some, but boss man is not in control. He can be stupid. The dumber the stuff he do, which he still does all the time, the more laughable it is. It's ridiculous. Boss man, you can't do nothing better than that. So anyway, we will look out for our people, and on our next Tuesday meeting, I'll outline about the flyers, the DVDs. We're going to do two announcement type flyers and two DVDs at different times. The first one, coming up within the next couple of weeks. Then the next one would be like, I got a general plan after this right here, after the 30th, which is basically a month from now. So in a month from now, I plan to go to Oakland. And I plan to crank this same thing up here for there. I'll put it this way. We're making a big push for Eid al-Adha. Big push for Eid al-Adha. Like we'll be talking from time to time. And we'll be writing. The flyers will explain Eid al-Adha, the Eid of sacrifice, but it's not mainly traditional sadaqah, zakah, and all that. But we want y'all to make a special da-da-da-da-da, and we're going to pepper them with it. So when they see us, they'll know what they're doing. It's like, it was kind of reasonable, like enough of the people recognized us where I went to. Enough of them recognized it, you know. And we have been on the scene for over 10 years. You know, those demonstrations and all that, actually it wasn't 10 years ago. It was 15 years ago, right? So the people haven't been seeing us on a regular basis on the footing that we stand on, right, for 15 years. But enough of the people was picking up on it basically on what we was passing out. But we're going to inform the people of what we're trying to do here. And we're going to do it in a complimentary way, not a way where the people will cussing out everybody. And no. We're going to use a little hikmah. So that's coming up. So we got 2 DVDs coming and 2 flyers coming. A flyer and a DVD package, and then before I leave for California, we'll do the second flyer and second DVD. In California, we'll do all the stuff we got to do here for there. We'll do the DVDs and the flyers for here, and we'll do a DVD and a flyer for out there, because we'll be out there a certain amount of time, and probably it'll be arranged where y'all will go out here and we'll go out there. Yeah, why not? But see, that month that we go out there, we usually take boxes. We're not taking boxes. We're going out with information. In every program they have, we're going to be there. You know, we're going to be on the spot. You know, okay. So, remember, we have to raise, or we want to raise $500,000. So we just started with 8. That's fine. That's enough. But that lets you know where you're headed. See, like a lot of people, they would be despondent. Well, you need more than that, but just for taxes, how are you going to build? No. That's a sign that everything is fine. Can't miss. You can't miss. Okay. Anyway, let's see. We used to talk, does anybody remember we used to talk about serialization of, well, that's what we're going to be into right now. Now we're going to do the serialization. All the stuff we was doing from yesterday on back have all been preparation for this. It's all been not experimental, but it's been, it's been good. Also writing certain articles. We got the right environment. We're going to write certain articles. And inshallah, there'll be an improvement. In other words, this is a great period. We have to remember goal setting. That means that we set our own goals. We have a window to the future. That means we have a look. Our goals determine where we want to go. Right? That's where you want to go. Right? And basically included in that is how you're going to get there. What it's going to take to get to where we want to go. Yeah, sure. And remember, as funny as this may sound, just think about where we are right now. That's not true. Look, we've been battling with the biggest monster in the world, plus the Zionists, all this time. We're not ducking behind no buildings. We got a grin on our face that you could see. The grin comes from the inside, not from the outside in. It's not makeup like painting on a face. If you wasn't feeling like that, you couldn't bring that, you know what I mean? So anybody else would look around, they say, oh, the big beautiful Masjid, what about that, what about that, what about that? Those things were arranged for us by Allah. And everybody else thought, oh, that's going to be a place to live, that's going to be a place to live, and that's what we're telling everybody, but it was for the Strategic Command Center. That's what it's for all the time. Yeah, that's what it's there for. We never used any of this stuff hardly for nothing. And the people that lived in the places cost us more money than it. Yeah, I'm telling you anyway. But all right. Serialization. This is serialization. Try to imagine what we was doing before and on a higher level that we're in a new atmosphere, new environment. This is a stratosphere type thing. That means we will be above and beyond anybody that you see on TV or you hear. That's what that's where we're headed. Technically, we're there now, and we always have been. During the black movement and all that, and the Islamic movement, we've always been way out in front of everybody else. Like for the last 40 years, we've been out in front of everybody. Just because they don't see, the dummies think that it's who they talk about. They don't have nothing to do with nothing. Then Negroes grabbing the microphone and wanting to be seen. The dumbest thing I've ever seen. Right? It don't mean nothing. If we paid attention to that, you would think Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and all them, and old dumb talking, the lawyer, was the head of black people, right? That's insanity. So, see, you got to remember, Allah hooked us up long time ago. That's why the ayat where Allah is saying to Musa, didn't I have you covered? I had you covered way back then. You know, when you got thrown in the water and they picked you up and I gave you back to your mama and all of that stuff, right? Hey, man, I've been had you covered all the time, and here you are now for my special service. That's the way I take it. This is a special service. It's to rescue the world. The world can't rescue itself. Boss man's not going to stop. The man is insane. Anybody that the world was this bad, he said, okay, we have produced enough. We're not going to produce anything else. Okay, everybody take your car and park it. And what we want everybody to do is just, if you can walk to the grocery store. Just, if you got to have a buggy, just take one from the grocery store and we'll take all locks off, where you can't push it. And you can push it and we'll have a big truck go by and pick up all the baskets every day, right? And take them back to any grocery store because it won't make a difference. So it would be simple. the people would get out of their house and walk. See, it's the lifestyle. When I was a kid, even when some of y'all was kids, everybody played. You didn't have fat kids hardly, maybe one or two, right? And if a nigga wanted to ride, he'd get some them planks or boards or what have you, put a little seat on it, knock a nail in the center one, put a rope on each side, and right? And all the kids would push us behind, and he pushed them. And they'd come inside, eat, and tired, and go to sleep, right? And no fat kids hardly. It was always one fat kid, but it was one or two maximum, right?